Welcome to Flutter Teacher. In this video, we will learn what is recursion in the Dart. So without wasting time, let's get started. Recursion is basically a process in which the function calls itself again and again repeatedly. So the function that calls itself again and again repeatedly, such a function is known as a recursive function. Now the question here is why someone should write such a kind of function. So recursive functions or recursion is mostly used in the situation where a function can be defined in the form of itself. Let's say if you have observed the factorial, let's say if I have 5 factorial. So 5 factorial can be defined in terms of 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5. So this is what the definition of the 5 factorial is. Now I can simply change this definition to like this: 5 factorial is equals to let's say 4 factorial into 5. Now in this case, you can observe here, I have defined the 5 factorial in terms of the 4 factorial. So this is what is situation. If I create a function called, let's say, 5 factorial, then I can define the function in terms of itself. In order to solve such a problem, we can make the excellent use of recursive functions. Now here I will define a recursive function that returns the factorial of given number. So simply I need to write int and let's say get factorial and let's pass some number, that is some parameter here, and I will simply check if n is equals to 1, that is if it is done with the recursion process, then simply I can write return 1, and otherwise means if it is not 1, then simply I can write return, and I can say return n into the factorial of n minus 1. So now in this case you can see I have defined a function called get factorial, and this get factorial function is calling itself in the line number 10. So this is what called a recursive function, which is actually a recursive call I have placed inside a function itself. Now I can simply call this function in the main, like say int fact is equals to get factorial of some number. Let's say I'm passing 5 here, and let's print the value of factorial. So I can write here factorial of 5 is equals to, let's say, $fact, and that's it. Let me format the code. Now you can see when I run this program, I'm getting the output factorial of 5 is equals to 120. If you want me to explain much more detail about this recursion, let me know in the comment section so that I can explain some more examples for you guys. That's it for this video. See you guys in the next video. If you really like the way I'm explaining the concept, then don't forget to like, share, subscribe my channel and hit the bell notification button to get my latest videos.